Right. So, yeah, it's very loud. That, I don't know if you can hear that. You must be able to hear that. That constant hum is the M62. But anyway, this is the outskirts of Rochdale, suburbs, whatever, and it's quite leafy.
Check-in was quick and simple, and the reception person was friendly and cheerful.
So, I'm in my Premier Inn room now, and of course it is the obligatory room tour. First, we have the unit of wardrobeness and things. It's got tea and coffee making facilities there, which is, I find it a little bit unusual because it's where the vanity mirror is with the vanity lights. So you're going to have to stand with the tea and coffee stuff while you're doing your makeup or your hair or your beard or whatever. There we go, flashy flash. And the hairdryer's under there with the bin. So yeah, it's I've seen the tea and coffee making stuff there before, but there's usually a separate mirror and vanity thing. Your wardrobe space, extra pillows, which I will be availing myself of because that's what I'm like. Oh, and there's a wet patch on the floor, just there. That dark patch there is a wet patch. I'm hoping it's a spot clean. It looks filthy and I keep treading in it, and I've gone through 2 pairs of socks already, which are wet now. Yeah, lots of plugs and sockets for something. Can opener, not can opener, bottle opener. And then here is the table, which usually has the tea and coffee stuff on, but I guess it's kept it clear. It's quite nice. And the TV is a wonderful size. I don't know if you can get the perspective, but it's actually a really good big TV. I've been in Premier Inns where the TV is like half that size. But the proof of the pudding, which doesn't make any bloody sense in this case, but I wonder if we can get any channels on it, because every Premier Inn I've ever stayed at, you can get something like BBC One and BBC Two, and then randoms like Quest and Great Movies, and you know, like a handful of about 9, and none of which are the ones that you want to watch. So, food menus for the downstairs, foodie placey thing. The view from my window. Now, I'm not pulling back the curtain because, quite frankly, I don't have enough clothes on. However, if I should so choose to pull back the curtain, no one can see me. There's nothing overlooking, and that's a pretty, excuse that, and that's a pretty steep hill, you know what I mean, steep bank. That's a pretty steep bank for people to climb up and over, so if I did want to, I could pull back the curtain. And amazingly, even though I'm on the ground floor, I have a window that can open, because often they are, well look, it even says there, in the interest of safety and security, etc, etc, but usually they are tightly glued shut, and then you have to basically boil yourself alive in a Premier Inn room. So yes. Now, this room has got one of the newer versions of the inverted commas sofa bed. That can turn into a single. And a random purple pillow. There you go. Feel comfortable. This looks absolutely really quite new, and it is like a mattress itself. It's not. I think it's one of the newer ones anyway. And then of course, the bed. Now this I haven't got on yet. I haven't climbed on it yet. It's about as tall as Everest, as usual. It literally is. It literally is hip height to me. And, oh, pretty. Now, I like it when I go to a Premier Inn and there's pictures of flowers. I'm glad they're not sunflowers, though, because I don't like sunflowers. They set off a weird feeling in me. But I like it when I go to a Premier Inn when there's pictures of flowers. A lot of Premier Inns that you go to, they kind of presume that you want cityscapes. So you go to a city one, a city Premier Inn, or one that's on the outskirts of a city, and they just presume you want cityscapes. Well, no, I don't. I'm in a hotel. I want something relaxing. So, anyway, the bed is apparently one of the newer mattresses. They're like the next generation mattress. So I shall have to tell you my thoughts about that tomorrow. Now, one of the other things I've seen in here is that above the beds are spots like that and like that. And unfortunately, that doesn't appear to have a bulb in it. So that's pretty useless. And I like it when you've got the purple ambient light strip along the top here, and this one doesn't have it. But it's not that there was it there and it's broken. It's just this one doesn't have it. So, but we got these side lamps, which do that. So that'll be ambient enough at night, I'm sure. And then, of course, we have the bathroom, which is your standard bathroom. Ignore the water on the floor. I washed my hands and I'm a messy mare. But at least I washed my hands, eh? Yep, I asked for a room with a bath because some of them only come with showers. So I got a room with a bath. You've got your shower wash and you've got your hand wash there and a nice big clean mirror. And the toilet, which you don't want to see. So, additional to the video that I did, the walk around video, I have just now had my bath, and the heat, the steam from the bath has activated the shower curtain smell, which is probably just because it's been wet. However, it smells like lots of people have been peeing up it. That overflow is not fit for purpose, because when I got in, what I do is I run a bath so that when I get in, it's as high as I can possibly get it, like over the overflow, not over the sides. And so I got in, and all I could hear, rather than water going down the overflow and into the plug hole, you know, down the waste pipe, all I could hear was water landing on the floor under the bath. That's good. That's good, isn't it? And that is it for the night. So one thing that I have found that is annoying is that there's literally no plug sockets on the wall, the bed wall, nothing. There's usually one over this side, but there's nothing. There isn't one. Not on the wall, not on that unit. And I've looked, and over here, There's not one. There's not one there. All of them are on this unit. There and under there, a bit dark, sorry. There's one there, and there's a double one there, and then some over here. But, okay, I want to charge my phone, but I can't charge my phone and have it by my bed. So that's a bit annoying, especially, you know, if you're chatting, messaging, watching something on YouTube or whatever, you want to be charging. And I can't do that. That's annoying.
All in all, it was a very good stay. I shall return, and indeed I have returned a few times. The good and bad things about this stay that I found are in this video. But generally, to sum up, the pros. All the staff were friendly, cheerful and professional. The hotel room and grounds were clean and generally well kept. The bed was comfortable, but maybe a little too firm for me, and certainly too high, as it always is, because I'm rather short and the Premierian beds are rather high. But there were plenty of pillows, and I do know that if you need more pillows than what's offered, just ask at reception. The cons are that blooming soaking wet patch on the floor that I kept stepping in. In the end, what I resorted to was putting the hand towel down over it so that I had a visual prompt not to walk on that part of the floor. And the other thing that gives this room the thumbs down is that there was no sockets at the head end of the bed. But I do know that other rooms do have sockets near the head of the bed. So if that's something that is a deal breaker for you, do phone the hotel prior to your stay and request a room that's got sockets near the head end of the bed. So that's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I know that there's a few elements that I've missed out, but at the time of filming, it was a rather hot day and I seem to have left my brain on the very hot train. If there's anything else that you'd like to know, please do drop a comment or question below. I'll be happy to give you any info that I can. Thank you. See you next time.